That's not what I expected, but I'll roll with it. That's not what I expected, but I'll roll with it. I didn't see that coming at all, to be honest. I didn't see that coming at all, to be honest. Well, that took a turn I wasn't ready for. Well, that took a turn I wasn't ready for. I suppose it could have gone much worse. I suppose it could have gone much worse. That actually worked out better than planned. That actually worked out better than planned. I had a feeling something like this would happen. I had a feeling something like this would happen. I can't decide if I should laugh or complain. I can't decide if I should laugh or complain. That's one way of looking at it, I guess. That's one way of looking at it, I guess. I didn't think it would turn into this. I didn't think it would turn into this. Somehow, everything ended up fine in the end. Somehow, everything ended up fine in the end. That explains a lot, now that you mention it. That explains a lot, now that you mention it. I was completely wrong about that one. I was completely wrong about that one. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. That really puts things into perspective. That really puts things into perspective. I didn't expect it to hit me like that. I didn't expect it to hit me like that. Now it all makes sense to me. Now it all makes sense to me. I'm glad I didn't jump to conclusions. I'm glad I didn't jump to conclusions. That could have been handled a lot better. That could have been handled a lot better. I didn't realise it was that serious. I didn't realise it was that serious. At least now we know what's going on. At least now we know what's going on. I'm not really into that kind of thing anymore. I'm not really into that kind of thing anymore. I'd rather stick with what I know works. I'd rather stick with what I know works. I'm open to trying it, but I'm not convinced yet. I'm open to trying it, but I'm not convinced yet. That's just not my cup of tea. That's just not my cup of tea. I honestly prefer it the other way around. I honestly prefer it the other way around. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't choose it myself. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't choose it myself. I've grown to like it over time. I've grown to like it over time. It's not bad, just not what I'm after. It's not bad, just not what I'm after. I see why people like it, but it's not for me. I see why people like it, but it's not for me. I'd pick something simpler if I had the choice. I'd pick something simpler if I had the choice. I used to like it more than I do now. I used to like it more than I do now. I'm somewhere in the middle on that one. I'm somewhere in the middle on that one. It depends on the mood I'm in. It depends on the mood I'm in. I wouldn't say no, but I'm not excited either. I wouldn't say no, but I'm not excited either. That's probably not something I'd go for again. That's probably not something I'd go for again. I actually enjoy it more than I thought I would. I actually enjoy it more than I thought I would. I don't feel strongly about it either way. I don't feel strongly about it either way. It's fine, but I've had better. It's fine, but I've had better. I think it's overrated, personally. I think it's overrated, personally. I've always preferred the quieter option. I've always preferred the quieter option. I'll think about it and get back to you. I'll think about it and get back to you. Let me sleep on it before deciding. Let me sleep on it before deciding. I'm leaning towards saying yes. I'm leaning towards saying yes. I might leave it for another day. I might leave it for another day. I don't think now is the right time. I don't think now is the right time. I'll go with whatever feels right later. I'll go with whatever feels right later. I'm still weighing up my options. I'm still weighing up my options. I'd rather not rush into it. I'd rather not rush into it. I'll decide once I have all the details. I'll decide once I have all the details. I don't want to commit just yet. I don't want to commit just yet. I'll take a closer look before choosing. I'll take a closer look before choosing. I need a bit more time to be sure. I need a bit more time to be sure. I'm tempted, but I'm not certain. I'm tempted, but I'm not certain. I think I'll pass this time. I think I'll pass this time. I'll give it a miss today. I'll give it a miss today. I'll see how things go first. I'll see how things go first. I'm happy to wait and see. I'm happy to wait and see. I'll follow your lead on this one. I'll follow your lead on this one. I'll go along with it for now. I'll go along with it for now. Let's leave it open for the moment. Let's leave it open for the moment. Everything seems to take longer than it should. Everything seems to take longer than it should. That's been getting on my nerves all day. That's been getting on my nerves all day. I can't believe how slow this is moving. I can't believe how slow this is moving. It's one of those days where nothing clicks. It's one of those days where nothing clicks. I'm tired of dealing with the same issue. I'm tired of dealing with the same issue. This really shouldn't be this complicated. This really shouldn't be this complicated. I've had enough of repeating myself. I've had enough of repeating myself. Why does this always happen at the worst time? Why does this always happen at the worst time? I can't seem to catch a break today. I can't seem to catch a break today. That was the last thing I needed. That was the last thing I needed. It feels like one thing after another. It feels like one thing after another. I just want this sorted already. I just want this sorted already. That really threw me off my rhythm. That really threw me off my rhythm. I don't have the patience for this right now. I don't have the patience for this right now. This is starting to feel ridiculous. This is starting to feel ridiculous. I'm trying not to let it bother me. I'm trying not to let it bother me. It's a small thing, but still annoying. It's a small thing, but still annoying. I don't know why this keeps happening. I don't know why this keeps happening. I wish it were as simple as it sounds. I wish it were as simple as it sounds. I'm more frustrated than I should be. I'm more frustrated than I should be. What have you been up to lately? What have you been up to lately? How did that turn out in the end? How did that turn out in the end? That reminds me of something similar. That reminds me of something similar. You won't believe what happened earlier. You won't believe what happened earlier. Speaking of that, I've got a question. Speaking of that, I've got a question. I've been meaning to ask you something. I've been meaning to ask you something. That's interesting. Tell me more about it. That's interesting. Tell me more about it. How do you usually deal with that? How do you usually deal with that? I hadn't thought about it like that. I hadn't thought about it like that. What made you decide to do that? What made you decide to do that? That's a good point, actually. That's a good point, actually. I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. What would you have done differently? What would you have done differently? Have you ever had something like that happen? Have you ever had something like that happen? That sounds easier said than done. That sounds easier said than done. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard mixed things about it. Would you do it again if you could? Would you do it again if you could? How did you feel about it afterwards? How did you feel about it afterwards? That must have been quite something. That must have been quite something. I'd love to hear how it goes. I'd love to hear how it goes. I've been meaning to get around to that. I've been meaning to get around to that. Lately, everything feels a bit rushed. Lately, everything feels a bit rushed. Time seems to fly when I'm busy. Time seems to fly when I'm busy. I try not to waste my mornings anymore. I try not to waste my mornings anymore. My days tend to blur together sometimes. My days tend to blur together sometimes. I'm slowly getting back into a routine. I'm slowly getting back into a routine. I wish I had more time for myself. I wish I had more time for myself. Things always feel calmer in the evening. Things always feel calmer in the evening. I've been trying to wake up earlier. I've been trying to wake up earlier. My schedule is all over the place. My schedule is all over the place. I usually leave things until the last minute. I usually leave things until the last minute. I'm trying to be better with my time. I'm trying to be better with my time. Some days just disappear without warning. Some days just disappear without warning. I like taking things at my own pace. I like taking things at my own pace. I need to slow down a bit. I need to slow down a bit. I don't like feeling rushed all the time. I don't like feeling rushed all the time. My routine changes depending on the week. My routine changes depending on the week. I've started planning things a little better. I've started planning things a little better. It helps when I stay organised. It helps when I stay organised. I'm learning to manage my time properly. I'm learning to manage my time properly. I didn't want to make things awkward. I didn't want to make things awkward. I wasn't sure how to bring it up. I wasn't sure how to bring it up. I probably could have handled that better. I probably could have handled that better. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. I'm glad we talked it through. I'm glad we talked it through. I didn't want there to be any tension. I didn't want there to be any tension. I think we just misunderstood each other. I think we just misunderstood each other. I appreciate you being honest with me. I appreciate you being honest with me. I didn't expect that reaction at all. I didn't expect that reaction at all. It meant a lot that you said that. It meant a lot that you said that. I wasn't trying to upset anyone. I wasn't trying to upset anyone. I should have said something sooner. I should have said something sooner. I'm trying to be more upfront. I'm trying to be more upfront. I didn't realise it bothered you. I didn't realise it bothered you. I value your opinion on this. I value your opinion on this. I didn't want it to turn into an argument. I didn't want it to turn into an argument. I'm glad we cleared the air. I'm glad we cleared the air. I should have listened more carefully. I should have listened more carefully. I wasn't sure how you'd take it. I wasn't sure how you'd take it. I'm trying to be more patient. I'm trying to be more patient. I'm trying to stay on top of things. I'm trying to stay on top of things. Some days are more productive than others. Some days are more productive than others. I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to learn. I'm pushing myself a bit more lately. I'm pushing myself a bit more lately. I'm trying not to overthink everything. I'm trying not to overthink everything. I've been setting small goals for myself. I've been setting small goals for myself. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm figuring things out as I go. I'm figuring things out as I go. I don't want to burn myself out. I don't want to burn myself out. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I'm finding my own way of doing things. I'm finding my own way of doing things. Some things just take time to improve. Some things just take time to improve. I'm focusing on progress, not perfection. I'm focusing on progress, not perfection. I'm getting more confident with practice. I'm getting more confident with practice. I still second guess myself sometimes. I still second guess myself sometimes. I'm learning to trust my instincts. I'm learning to trust my instincts. I'm getting better at handling pressure. I'm getting better at handling pressure. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm building better habits slowly. I'm building better habits slowly. I didn't realize how much that affected me. I didn't realize how much that affected me. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I'm trying to stay positive about it. I'm trying to stay positive about it. Some things are harder to shake than others. Some things are harder to shake than others. I'm learning to let things go. I'm learning to let things go. I tend to overanalyze small things. I tend to overanalyze small things. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I'm slowly getting used to the change. I'm slowly getting used to the change. I didn't expect it to feel like this. I didn't expect it to feel like this. I'm working on being more patient with myself. I'm working on being more patient with myself. I'm still figuring out how I feel about it. I'm still figuring out how I feel about it. I didn't know what to make of it at first. I didn't know what to make of it at first. I'm learning to trust the process. I'm learning to trust the process. I've become more aware of my reactions. I've become more aware of my reactions. I'm trying to keep things in perspective. I'm trying to keep things in perspective. I'm learning to stay calm under pressure. I'm learning to stay calm under pressure. I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I'm starting to see things differently now. I'm starting to see things differently now. I'm getting more comfortable with uncertainty. I'm getting more comfortable with uncertainty. I'm learning to accept things as they are. I'm learning to accept things as they are. Let me know if anything changes. Let me know if anything changes. I'll keep you posted on that. I'll keep you posted on that. I really appreciate your help with this. I really appreciate your help with this. Thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for being patient with me. I'll sort it out as soon as I can. I'll sort it out as soon as I can. I didn't forget about it, by the way. I didn't forget about it, by the way. I'll take care of it later today. I'll take care of it later today. I'll double check just to be sure. I'll double check just to be sure. I'll get back to you shortly. I'll get back to you shortly. That should be fine on my end. That should be fine on my end. I'll make sure everything's ready. I'll make sure everything's ready. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for giving me a heads up. Thanks for giving me a heads up. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. That works for me perfectly. That works for me perfectly. I'll follow up with you soon. I'll follow up with you soon. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I'll try my best to make it work. I'll try my best to make it work. I'll leave it with you for now. I'll leave it with you for now. Speak soon and take care. Speak soon and take care.